Let's do this.
Yeah, we probably should have tested this before we jumped in. Here we go. And we're live here at Franklin Road Academy here in Nashville, Tennessee for the game between Franklin Road Lady Panthers and the Lady Eagles of Ezell-Harding. We're going to listen to the national anthem and the lineups from the PA announcer in just a second.
Senior quartet, or senior line members, Audrey Nay, Ben Britton, Nick Page, Amelia Young, and Rachel Shanes.
Please pray. Thank you. Heavenly Father, thank you today. Thank you for these two great schools. Father, we pray for these athletes, these coaches, and these officials, and all our fans, for good health and good sportsmanship during tonight's contest. Father, we ask that we grace you with our thoughts and our actions. Father, we are eternally blessed for your Son. This is his name that we pray.
Amen. Play ball. Play ball.
In the words of my cohort here, play ball.
We'd like to congratulate both teams, Ezell-Harding and FRA, for making it to the region.
Well, we're in the regional tournament here. This is Robert Lindsay tuned in here with Matthew Williams. We're going to be bringing you the action here live. PA announcer is going to be bringing up our starting lineups in just a minute for FRA and for Ezell-Harding. It's going to be a great match here. We've had a ton of information that will be coming at you throughout the rest of this time, and let's listen in to the starting lineups.
For the Eagles of Ezell-Harding Christian School. The Eagles went into tonight's game with an overall record of 19-8. Starting at the guard position is a senior, number 10, Kiana Harding. At the point guard is a freshman, number 12, Marcy Speed. At a forward is a junior, number 14, Haley Johnson. Another post player, junior, number 15, Anisha Harmon. And the final place spot is a senior, number 22, Kanique Nowell. Coached by Sherry Womack and head coach Jason Charlton. And now, the starting lineup for the homestanding Panthers of FRA, who enter the ball game with an overall record of 26-2. Starting at the wing, a senior, number 10, Erica Wyatt. The other wing is a freshman, number 30, Tara Sawyer. The point guard is a senior, number 4, Megan Wisniewski. On one block is a junior, number 32, Sydney Hall. The other post player is junior, number 44, Kennedy Bell. Manager is Manuel Barnes. The coaches of the Panthers, Lynn Tackett and head coach Chris Hart. The referees for this evening's game, Steve Bird, Ron Love, and Brad McKee.
All right, we're getting set for the tip here. Nisha Harmon going up against number 44, Kennedy Bell. Ezell-Harding gets the tip. Marcy Sneed goes in and lays it in, gets the first 2 points of the game. Ezell-Harding looks like they're going to play a high press defense here, especially as we start off. We'll see how Ezell-Harding comes out as soon as we actually start playing in on their end, whether or not they'll play a zone or a man defense. It's looking like Ezell-Harding's going to play zone. Or sorry, man. Jump ball goes to Ezell-Harding. Great defense by Haley Johnson, who has the tough task of playing defense on Kennedy Bell, who looks like she's got about 5 inches on her.
She's definitely a lot taller, that's for sure.
Playing some great position, though. Good rebound by Anisha Harmon. Anisha gets the ball on the inside, brings it up. Misses the lay-in. Ball on the ground. It's going to be a jump ball going to Ezell-Harding. And the first foul of the game. I believe this is going to be on number 32. On 32, Sydney Hall. That's going to be her first, the team's first. Tangenique Dolan goes in. I still am not necessarily sure how that one went in, but that was great.
Yeah, she was a little out of control, to say the least.
Kiana Froden playing great defense. FRA trying to set up their offense. Toughest part, I think, about any really, frankly, basketball game is the fact that you're getting all your plays pretty much set up from your coach on the side. FRA does a great job. So does Ezell-Harding of listening, trying to find the way in. FRA trying to move the ball around, looking like they're trying to find a pass on the inside. Trying to get number 32 set up, just not working.
Kiana with the aggressive defense so far.
That's right, I love it. She's everywhere. Fast hands, able to move around. Pretty instinctive on what she's looking for. Interception.
Pretty good takeaway.
Tangenique throws one up.
Good hustle.
Good hustle by Tangenique, but also for those of you who are watching on the screen, you also saw that FRA's bigs on the inside decided to basically box Ezell-Harding out. It's going to be pretty much the difference between a rebound and, frankly, a good pass out. And we're tied up 4-4 with about 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Anisha Harmon gets the ball, trying to drive in. Blocked by number 44. Tangenique.
Oh, good hustle.
Good hustle. A little confusion on the court here. Also a little confusion down here with the sound staff and everything, which is exciting. Sometimes we don't know what we're doing, just hanging out, chilling out, asking each other's questions via text message. Found out that I don't have my phone. By the way, it's apparently in the bus. I decided to drive the bus this time, which is exciting. And we're calling a timeout. It looks like a official timeout because there's something on the court.
Probably.
Apparently, there's blood on the court.
Possibly.
Possibly. My esteemed colleague, Matthew Williams, with the call. If you hear Ezell-Harding's cheerleaders, it's because Ezell-Harding's cheerleaders outnumber FRA's basketball girls at this point. So we literally have an entire flock, if you will, of cheerleaders here with us that we brought to Ezell-Harding.
Yes, we have twice as many as they do.
Which is exciting. Mm-hmm. Which is exciting. Especially considering the fact that this is their home court.
Exactly. They're just trying to feed it to Bell down low.
I mean, let's be pretty brutally honest. What you're going for is you're trying to find your strength, your best strength, and if you know that you have position, you go for it. And frankly, the size mismatch right now is FRA's post player, number 44. So they're going to feed it into her as much as they possibly can. Number 44 intercepts that pass. However, Ezell-Harding comes back with it, gets a steal. Ball handling is also an issue, always an issue. Foul going to be called on Haley Johnson. Reach-in foul.
That would be her first foul. And I believe
Ezell-Harding's
well, first foul.
Foul is on Haley Johnson. The first team's first. Entering the game is Emily.
It's always fun as a teacher of the other school to hear the PA announcer mispronounce somebody's name. It's always fun. They called her Holly.
And you will probably be hearing Austin Gee later on.
Austin Gee, yes. Ezell-Harding trying to set up their offense. They get it from the bench from Coach Charlton. Yelled in there halfway across the court. It'll be easier on the next half. Oh, Anisha Harmon. Now, one of the best parts about Ezell-Harding is about halfway through the season, Anisha basically got like a blank slate to shoot the ball when she's at the three. She's got a great shot. She's a left-handed shooter. She basically got like open letter, go for it, shoot away. And she does that great. Again, feeding inside to number 44. If I'm not mistaken, she has all of their points. Is that right? No, okay, never mind.
Sydney Hall has 2. Bell has 4.
Feenstra playing hard defense. Ezell-Harding gets the takeaway. Ezell-Harding up 7-6. Foul on number 30 at FRA, Katera.
Sawyers.
Katera Sawyers. Ball inbounded. That's only the third foul this quarter. I always like to see a clean game. That's going to be a jump ball that is going to go to FRA. Already had 3 jump balls in the first quarter. Ezell-Harding still playing high press defense and then backing off into man defense as they go. Probably could have called a charge there, but Feenstra doesn't get it. Just a little over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Anisha Harmon gets fouled by number 44. That's going to be the third foul, on FRA.
Foul is on Kennedy Bell. That's her first, team's third. Kylie Tompkins.
FRA's got 3 different fouls by 3 different people, which means pretty much nobody's in foul trouble. Mary Catherine Willoughby gets subbed in for Haley Johnson. Mary Catherine is coming off a shoulder problem that she had. She injured herself. Tangenique launches one up, misses. Ezell-Harding gets reset on defense. Mary Catherine now has pulled the short straw, if you will, and now has to guard number 44. Anisha Harmon, you see this is dropping back to give her help as well, kind of leaving her man number 32 open. Anisha Harmon, Anisha Harmon gets fouled, but wasn't necessarily called. Refs seem to be letting some stuff go here at the very early parts. Anisha launches a 3, gets the lucky roll. Beautiful.
She has 6, 2 threes.
2 threes, she's playing well.
Back down to Bell.
A late whistle comes in. That's going to be on Emily Feenstra. Foul number 44. I mean, it was a legitimate foul. It just got called a little bit late. I think she did. I think she did try to foul her hard there. Shannon Beatty comes in as Shannon Beatty, a freshman, replaces the freshman, but the freshman Marcy Sneed also started last year as an 8th grader.
And I believe Kiana Froden checked in as well.
Is that right?
I believe.
Excellent. That gives us a lot of, well, frankly, it gives us a lot of potential 3 players here. FRA not really playing press, kind of playing back, playing man defense. FRA gets the 2 there, so it's 13-10 with about 13 seconds left. Shannon Beatty dribbling in, 5 seconds left. Kiana Forden goes up. Anisha Harmon's going to get called for over the back. Trying to get position, just didn't work.
Foul is on Harmon. That's her first, team's third.
And that'll be the quarter. Close game so far, 13-10. Each team playing pretty close to the chest here. Ezell-Harding doing what they do best, which is pressing up early and then backing off into man defense. FRA pretty much content to sit back in a man defense once you get into their zone. Basically, the difference in this game right now is Anisha Harmon, if you want to be honest. Busting 2 threes, more than obviously half of the points for Ezell-Harding. If you're the coach, Matthew, what are you going to do? How are you going to get your guys jacked up to come back out in the second quarter?
I don't know, but I know one thing is for sure. They have to figure out some way to defend number 44, Bell. She is definitely a lot taller than any of our other players, and just try to keep from feeding her the ball as much. Try to make them pass it to other players.
I agree. Number 44 definitely has about 6 inches on just about everybody on our squad. She's also, I'm being pleaded by some people in the audience to mention the fact that apparently FRA's band includes a violin player, which is exciting. kind of shocking. I mean, like, you expect guitar, you expect drums, but not necessarily violin. Now back to basketball. That's right. Somebody's got to find an answer for number 44. It's got to be positioning. It's got to be doubling up. Tangenique. Good. Cutting the lead to 1. Ezell-Harding, again, still playing press defense. And as they get back into our area, go back into man. Kiana just playing great aggressive defense.
Steal.
Tangenique for the steal.
And I believe that foul is on FRA's number 10.
Is that right?
I would like to say.
No, actually, I think it just went out. I think he's just going to call it that it went out. Still going to be Ezell-Harding's ball. That was wise. I think that was a wise no call. I do like the refs letting us play, by the way. Anisha having a little trouble with the handle there, swinging it back around, getting the offense set up. Tries the quick pass to Marcy Sneed on the inside. Just doesn't work. FRA gets the ball.
Good hard defensive maneuver by Tangenique.
Anisha gets a great rebound. It's always fun when that ball's bouncing around and it just bounces right to you.
That's the hardest ones to get.
That's
when
right.
It comes right to you because you're not expecting it.
Anisha trying to get position on number 44. But Tangenique launches a 3. Great job. Ezell-Harding up by 2, 15-13.
Back to Bell down low and right in.
Again, it's looking like the refs are pretty much going to let Ezell-Harding and FRA play here. Anisha going in. Anisha Harmon going in, trying to get position, didn't really get it. Gets called for a reach foul.
Foul is on Harmon for second, team scored. Tara Sawyers into the game for Tompkins. And Willoughby enters the game for Harmon.
Mary Catherine has to come in for Anisha now that Anisha has, I believe, 2 fouls. Kiana just plays great defense here.
Almost had it.
She just literally circled the entire floor. Almost got that steal.
Willoughby with the rebound.
Wyatt decided to launch it up, saw that she was alone. Her man had left, so decided to launch a 3, misses. Game still tied, 15-15. A little over 5 minutes left. Tangenique trying to get position on the inside. Cuts back. She had the shot, just didn't get it.
Bell with the rebound again. And
I believe that's going to be Mary Catherine called on this one.
it's called on Bell.
All right, now that's going to get interesting because that's 2 fouls on Bell here with a little over 5 minutes left. As we all know, if you get 3 fouls, pretty much you're in foul quote-unquote trouble, which is, let's be honest, pretty subjective little thing there. Haley Johnson with a monster 3.
And that would be either the 4th or 5th 3 for Ezell-Harding so far.
So if you hear random sounds coming, that's largely going to be because we're in the Ezell-Harding section. Haley Johnson, indignant that she did not have that foul, and yet at the same time, we didn't see it, didn't necessarily get the angle over here.
Anisha and Haley Johnson both with 2 fouls.
Coach Charlton has wisely subbed out both of his girls who have, Anisha Harmon, who has 2 fouls. For those of you who haven't been watching all season, you also know that Anisha often gets pretty close to foul trouble every single game. Still one of our game changers, but at the same time gets pretty close to foul trouble every time. It'd be a great game if we can keep Anisha really out of foul trouble. Also, for those of you who don't know Ezell-Harding styles, you should probably know that Emily Feenstra, kind of a 3 specialist. So she'll sit in the corner a lot of times and just wait and wait and wait and wait. Ezell-Harding playing some great defense here. FRA trying to move around. Haley and Emily Feenstra switch off. Wyatt goes in.
Smart play by Marcy Sneed not to attack the ball.
Marcy for 3.
Yes.
Good. We are on tonight with 3s. We are on tonight with 3s. Timeout forced by by Ezell-Harding. Ezell-Harding is going to call this timeout.
That would be our 5th triple of the game.
After the timeout, coming in for the
Now, there's a little bit of strategy here. Ezell-Harding up by 6, and our coach calls a timeout. Now, normally, once you get up, the other team is going to call the timeout.
To stop the run.
That's exactly right, to stop the run. But yet at the same time, Coach Charlton decides he's going to call timeout, make sure his offense is ready, make sure everybody's set up. We've got about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter, which means he's just going to have everybody ready to go. I mean, we're launching 3s like it's going out of style here. It's great. Going to make sure that basically he puts the fear into FRA here. Because FRA has 3 of the 4 letters that spell fear. And it just seems like they're afraid right now. I just made that up on the spot. How do you feel about that?
It's pretty good. I'm not really sure what to say about some of the things you say, but it's okay.
I mean, that's my goal. My goal is to throw people off.
You definitely threw me a curveball there, even though this is basketball.
Hey, whatever works.
And we'll go back to the game now.
FRA trying to move the ball around. Look for the inside, and they do this time to Wyatt. They get 2, so it's 21-17. Ezell-Harding up by 4. Marcy, who has run the offense all year long. Passes to Mary Catherine. Mary Catherine gets it stripped by Wyatt. Oh, look at that. Maya Grimes came in. I didn't even see Maya come in. I apologize.
I think she came in after the last time out.
Just snuck that in there.
Yep.
I didn't even. Come on now. What that does mean, by the way, is that Ezell-Harding has taken out both of their girls with 2 fouls. Maya gets called for the double dribble there. And it looks like what Ezell-Harding is doing right here is instead of doing full court pressure, the timeout was basically designed so that Ezell-Harding could set up their half-court defense as opposed to full-court defense.
Tipped by Nolan, but right back to FRA, and they put it in.
Ezell-Harding still up by 3. 2.5 minutes left.
It's stolen, and Ezell's ball. That could have really went either way, to say the least.
That's right. But the ref's going to call it for Ezell, and you know what? We try not to be biased in our presentation here, but let's be honest. We're glad that went our way. Great pass by Marcy Sneed, throws it in. And Maya is probably going to get called for this. Oh, no. Emily Feenstra gets called for that.
That leaves 3 Ezell-Harding players with all the fouls. Harmon, Johnson, and Feenstra with 2 apiece. NBA range 3.
Emily Feenstra going to get called for that foul. That means we actually have somebody in foul trouble, if you will. It's looking like Kiana Furden and Lindy McAvoy are going to come in here for Emily Feenstra and Tangenique.
Entering the ballgame for the Eagles is Frozen and McAvoy.
And
McAvoy into the
come to the
game.
line as well. First of the 1-and-1 is made. Makes the game 20-21.
Bell having to wait till after the second free throw to check back in.
You see, that's why it matters. That's why you don't let the girl in. She tried to run in without checking in. Didn't check in fast enough, so doesn't get in on this one because on the 1-and-1, the shooter missed the first one.
Blocking foul, I believe, on Lindy McAvoy.
Offensive foul called against Lindy McAvoy, her first, team day.
After a relatively foul-less first quarter, we've racked off about 12 fouls total out of everybody. So Ezell-Harding trying to get defense set up.
Right back to Bell.
Yeah. Mary Catherine's got the short straw, trying to guard Bell.
The best thing for Ezell-Harding at this point is to hope Bell gets into foul trouble.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, she has 2 right now. Is that right?
That would be correct.
Okay. So you gotta try to throw it in there. Lindy misses the pass to Nisha. And
It's going to be on FRA. No.
inadvertent whistle here. The ref thought that FRA's coach called a timeout, but he did not. Apparently, FRA's coach was trying to set up the play by calling 5, and the ref thought he was saying time. It's unfortunate. Now, this is me being totally biased here. I despise the stalling for time. This is why I love the NBA shot clock, by the way, because it forces people to actually play.
I agree with you there.
Opposed to kind of dribbling around. I despise the stalling tactics. And I realize what they're doing. They're trying to set up for the last shot. So there's 10 seconds left in the half. Trying to set up for the last shot. They get the 3 wide open. And that'll be half.
And that would be Wisniewski's second 3 of the game.
All right, so as we walk into halftime, it's 25-21. We're going to go to a commercial here as we get our stall time for halftime. We'll be back in just a little bit.
I'm missing like 6.
And we're back at FRA. Ezell-Harding is down 25-21, down by 4 points as we enter into the third quarter. Ezell-Harding has basically been on a 3 parade, if you will.
So to say, yes. That's where most of their points have come from.
So Marcy's been launching 3s. Kiana's been launching 3s. Anisha's launched 2.
Tangenique with 1.
Tange, who is always a threat to launch a 3.
Well, she's a threat really anywhere on the court, honestly.
That's right. She's one of those people, one of the few people in, high school history is the marker is to get 1,000 points in your career. She's hit it. The guy that you're going to see when Ezell-Harding plays later is Austin G. He's also hit 1,000 points. FRA goes with what we expected them to go with, which was Bell on the inside again. Ezell-Harding's going to have to find an answer for her.
I think Anisha can handle her if she stays out of foul trouble. And Anisha with the basket there.
Anisha cuts the lead to 2.
They went right at Bell that possession.
That's right. Good defense by Haley Johnson.
Bell just demolishing us on the boards.
Doesn't really have to jump, frankly. Just has to body out, and she can grab the ball in the air. That's kind of the advantage of her height, of her size. She's able to body out pretty easily.
Haley Johnson and Emily Feenstra, both with 3 fouls apiece.
One thing about FRA that we figured out so far is when they're at the line, they make their shots.
That would be Bell with 8 points, I believe.
All right. Well, she's almost to double digits. I probably knew that was going to happen. You're going to use that size advantage, but Ezell-Harding's going to fight an answer. Tangenique trying to swing the ball around. Sees Haley Johnson for 3. Haley misses the 3. And FRA tries to move the ball forward. Wow, that was incredible vision as a point guard.
I believe that's her 4th point. Tangenique trying to draw Bell out and then pass it back into Anisha. Kiana for 3. A little short.
Just a little short.
Traveling.
All right, traveling on Wisniewski. I can't remember. Those of us in the commentary box just saw somebody from FRA walk through with a ton of water and pizza. We're assuming it's probably not for us. That's my guess.
Come on, man.
Marcy tries to drive in.
Anisha
goes up for the shot. Misses. And FRA gets the ball and runs back with it. Again, still trying to feed Bell in the middle.
Good play by Nolan.
Foul called on number 4. Nisha draws the foul. That was well done. She's going to go to the line on this one.
Foul is on FRA. Megan Wisniewski, her first, team's first of the half. At the line, shooting 2 is Harmon.
Nisha Harmon misses the first. She's got a second opportunity here. Scores 29-23. Now 29-24. Ezell-Harding down by 5 points. Not an insurmountable lead. Ezell-Harding isn't worrying too much. Still going to run their offense. They're going to run their defense. biggest deal that Ezell-Harding has to deal with is the same thing they've had to deal with the entire time, which is Bell on the inside and then having to draw two people to cover Bell on the inside as well, and then what happens on the outside for that.
Anything that's within single digits, lower single digits, not that big of a lead to overcome. A few shots go in.
That's exactly right.
A few stops, and you're right back at it.
FRA doing a great job of just moving the ball around.
Also taking time off the clock.
That's right. That's right. Hate to use football analogies, but that's exactly what's happening right here. Nisha Harmon with a great rebound. Coach Charlton calling in the plays, trying to get everything set up. Ball comes into Tange. Tange comes in, seals Haley.
What a pass.
Great job. Great job. Earlier we saw FRA's point guard do that too. This time Tangenique does it. Finds back door.
Good rebound.
Probably could have called over the back. Probably could have called traveling. Probably could have called a lot of things, but that's okay. Ezell-Harding gets the rebound. Marcy calling out the play. Trying to get Ezell-Harding set up. Nisha Harmon just left it.
And ran a little too far under the basket.
That's right. And anytime you're out of control like that, there's a great chance that there's going to be a foul called. So Marcy Sneed tries to stop the Bell from getting a wide open layup. Fouls her. On the plus side, that's going to be her first. Looked like Wisnowski was a little bit shaken up on that one. I'm not going to lie. I'm struggling not calling her Wazowski, so I apologize, everybody. I know it's Wisneski.
We're just going to call her Megan.
We'll call her Megan, or number 4 for FRA. You know, that's easier.
Looked like an elbow from number 10, but instead a push is going to be called on Tangenique Nolan.
Always a tough situation. Always a tough situation when you've got somebody who gets fouled hard and the call doesn't get called for you. It actually gets called for the other team. Tangenique walks off with what looks like
very questionable
call there. It's a little bit more of a dagger, especially when they score points on the very next play. Kiana moving the ball around. FRA's crowd for the first time all game. Anisha gets fouled by number 44.
That would be Bell's third.
Well, that's going to make this game interesting. Bell gets one more, and she's probably going to sit out for a while.
She might be coming out right now. Yes.
All right, now this is going to be Ezell-Harding's best time to pull ahead.
It's because they don't have to just worry about taking the outside shots. They can work it down low. And Haley Johnson, count it.
For the old-fashioned three-point basket. Ezell-Harding, I believe it's going to be 28-31. Haley Johnson to cut this lead to 2. Misses the shot. That's okay, though.
Hall with 2 fouls. Ezell cut the lead back to 3, or the deficit, I should say.
I'd like to say Ezell-Harding cuts the lead to Nisha Harmon.
There you go.
Because she can bust a 3.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Foul's going to be called on Anisha Harmon, though. Unfortunately, that's going to be her third. Is that
That'd be her 4th foul.
Is that her 4th foul? It's looking like they're just calling it 3 up there on the board. So we're going to get lucky if they don't.
Hopefully my math is incorrect in this instance.
Fortunately, you go to Ezell-Harding where there's a great chance your math is right. Because you most likely, just like everybody else at Ezell-Harding, had Miss Webb and
yes, I did.
Banking it in. Kiana with the 3, banking it in to tie the game at 31 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
It's like we were saying, leads in the lower single digits, make a few shots, and you're right back.
That's exactly right. Play some good defense or get a lucky turnover.
There you go.
There we go.
That'll work.
Poor Matthew didn't realize that when he sat next to me, he was going to get hit a lot when I get excited. When I'm on the microphone, I can't yell really loud. Usually I yell really loud. So at this point, I just hit you when I get excited. So.
Well, that'll be all right. Just don't hurt me.
I've been told that we have mute buttons, which is exciting. However, number 30 gets called for a blocking foul here.
Fouls on Sawyers, that's her 2nd. Team 4.
FRA trying to play this pretty close to the chest here. They're going to leave 44 Bell out for a while.
Ezell-Harding with the decision to either hold for the last shot or try to get a quick possession off.
Ezell-Harding doesn't really have a great history when it comes down to holding for the last shot.
Anisha to Haley, up and in and count it.
See, this is a case where I wish I kind of had a mute button right now. Haley Johnson for 2, giving Ezell-Harding a 2-point lead with a chance for a 3-point lead at the end of this quarter. It's 40 seconds left.
Nope,
Johnson.
But Ezell ball. Looks like it went out on.
That could go either way. But
I guess they're going to call it on number 10.
Marcy gets the benefit of height, I think.
They're going to say it went out on 10.
I love it.
We're not complaining.
Not at all. Inside to Anisha Harmon, who now has a size advantage. And gets that. Ezell-Harding takes a 4-point lead, 35-31. Anisha playing hard here. Ezell-Harding playing defense on an FRA without number 44.
And offensive
foul on number 10, I think. No, on number 10, I think she had a blocking foul on Anisha, which probably should be her first, I think. She hasn't fouled.
Her first. Good call.
Anytime it's a call for us, it's a good call, but I love it. I love it. Trying not to be biased here. Tanjanique.
All right to the basket.
Tanjanique takes it in to give Ezell-Harding a 6-point lead. 37-31 with about 1 second left. FRA launches up the prayer at the very end of the 3rd quarter, and Ezell-Harding continues with the lead, 37-31. Well, that was an interesting turn of events there.
It was. FRA up. Ezell makes a few baskets, gets the defensive stops, and regains the lead.
What do you think the biggest thing that just happened there? Where do you think it turned? How did we turn this one?
I think it turned when Bell got her 3rd foul and went to the bench. They started to pound the ball back down low, and it seemed like that's what really turned this around for Ezell. And then once you get the double threat of being able to hit the outside shot and working the paint, that makes their defense be more honest.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. With even on defense, Bell is a big deal, and obviously Bell is coming back in at this point. The coach for FRA decided to give the risky decision of putting her on the bench with 3 fouls. There's about 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. They decided to sit her. And at that point, I think Ezell-Harding went up basically on a 9-2 run.
Well, she was a big factor for them, so I can see why the coach decided to sit her for the remainder of the 3rd to not pick up the extra foul. And right back to Harmon, who comes up short.
Anisha
fighting for it.
Anisha just playing hard. That's going to be the 4th foul on Bell.
That would be. Is that on? That would be Bell's 4th.
All right.
Now they have
7 minutes and 45 seconds left. What do you do? If you're the coach, what do you do with Bell?
I think even if she makes or misses these, if I'm the coach, I think I'm going to have to leave Bell in because they were really playing Ezell-Harding pretty well with Bell in the game, and Ezell kind of ran up the lead with Bell on the bench. So I think I'm going to leave Bell in the game for the time being. But Bell comes back out.
Wow. This is risky. This is risky.
Well, risky in 2 ways. Risky, you can leave her out there and she can pick up the 5th foul and be out.
Exactly.
Or, like Ezell was, pound it down in the paint, and I think that's what they're going to go back to.
This is where coaching matters. This is where your thought process comes in, your timeouts, obviously, but then also what you do with your people in foul trouble. Ezell-Harding, I think the highest we have is 3, unless we have miscounted on Anisha Harmon, who may have 4 fouls. FRA connects on a 2-point basket, cutting Ezell-Harding's lead to 6 with a little over 7 minutes to play. Ezell-Harding just trying to set up the offense.
Foul on FRA, I want to say. No, Ezell-Harding.
Looks like Haley Johnson just called for that one.
That would be her 3rd.
Coach Charlton decides to sub in freshman Mary Catherine Willoughby here in just a minute.
Evidently, that is Haley Johnson's 4th foul.
We probably miscounted there. That's probably where the extra foul. One of the Anisha fouls went to actually Haley.
And Tangenique takes one for the team.
She's smiling as she walks away too. You gotta love that. She knew she was falling right before she was gonna do it. You gotta love it.
Willoughby for Johnson.
Marcy calling the plays.
Foul on Harmon. And that's either her, that's going to be her 4th, we believe.
That kind of felt like a gimme foul from the last one. Ezell-Harding's got to play smart here.
But the big thing about that foul is it puts FRA at the line for the remainder of this game.
That's not possible. She wasn't there.
Who's the foul called on?
She wasn't there. That's not possible. What are you doing, Rap?
You're horrible! Come on! Who did they call it on? Who's the foul called on?
Foul was called on Anisha Harmon.
And she was on the other side of the floor.
Anisha Harmon called for a foul on the other side of the court.
And that's going to get her taken out of the game. That, I have to say, was a pretty horrible call.
You know, it's one of those things. Refs usually call it close or close to right, but in this case, that's pretty tough. That's pretty tough to call a girl who was on the other side of the court for a foul,
and
just because, I guess, I don't know, didn't like her or so. I don't know.
You feel bad for Anisha Harmon, who seemed a little frustrated. Well, you can understand, but you feel bad for her that she got put out of the game for something she really didn't do.
That's going to be a little bit trickier, especially once Bell comes back in, because you got to ask the question who's going to guard her, and my guess is going to be Mary Catherine, who just doesn't have the same skill set necessarily that Anisha does with the body. She has the height, but she doesn't necessarily have the size.
just under 6.5 remaining. That foul, I would assume by the reaction, would go to FRA's number 30.
Should be a 1-and-1 foul.
That would be Sawyer's third.
Again, just a tough game. Tough game when the refs decide to kind of take over and something that critical happens.
It seemed like in the first half they were letting them play.
Yeah.
And suddenly changed.
Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, like, everybody plays a little bit sloppier when you get tired. I mean, I know I do. I play soccer. About half of my fouls happened when I was exhausted. I mean, at this point, FRA and Ezell-Harding are playing faster. You know, pretty much gotten angry at this point right now. Everybody's mad.
Yep.
Everybody's angry because of what's basically been happening. Not necessarily because of the refs, but just because, you know, after 3 quarters, you've gotten elbowed 14 billion times. Everybody has, and so you're a little bit mad. You want to make that person look bad. You want to make them look foolish, especially if they have like messed with you the entire time. FRA's crowd has finally decided to wake up for the second time in the game, I think.
I think this is just the student section.
Yeah, you're right. It does look like it looks like the adults over there.
Nolan right to the basket, a little strong. Good no call. Good no call.
Mary Catherine Wilby has to run down for basically the opposite side paint.
At least she was getting back on defense.
I love it. I love it. That's right. Not going to get any chippy shots because Mary Catherine's going to be down there. Ezell-Harding. One of the advantages of this is the fact that Ezell-Harding is going to grind down the clock just a little bit.
Yeah, try to kill a little bit more off than you would before you run your play. Froden, Nolan, and halfway in.
And she, of course, is going to get called for that. Kiana reaches in behind.
I believe that's her first foul.
Is that right? If I'm not mistaken, this is going to put FRA in the double bonus after this one.
That's correct. She makes the first of 2 free throw attempts.
Got a little commentary from people around you here at FRA's stadium. All right, Bell's back in, so now the question is going to be who's going to guard her.
Ezell-Harding lead cut to 4 with 4.5 remaining.
Now, if we're going to be the same as what happened to Ezell-Harding, you got to get a foul on one side of the court and get it called on Bell, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to try to do is feed it down low right at Bell and see if they can get her to pick up her 5th.
Feenstra with the ball, swinging around.
That's what I would assume.
Haley Johnson, who I believe has 4 fouls as well. Passes over to Lindy McAvoy. Looking like Ezell's probably going to try to grind down as much time as they can. There's about 4 minutes left.
Haley drives up and off.
Ezell-Harding sets up their defense.
Drives up and a couple bounces later, Bell has it up. And did they count the basket? Yes, they did.
They are most likely going to count the basket, and they're going to call Haley Johnson for that.
So
that's going to be her 5th.
I still don't understand the need to have a real mascot or a real fake mascot.
I'm sure you guys can see that on the screen. There's a massive blue panther over there, which is exciting. Ezell-Harding still up by 1. As Ezell-Harding tries to swing the ball around.
Back, and that would be a foul on.
Wyatt fouls Tangenique. And FRA's coach is going to call a full timeout just to kind of settle his girls. This is going to be a 1-and-1 foul shot here. Tangenique has 2 opportunities to go up on FRA by 3 points. And it's looking like Kiana Froden is going to come in as well, just to try to load up the lineup with as many people as we know are shooters. I mean, you got to ask yourself the question, who's going to guard Bell? I mean, you do. You have to ask yourself the question, do you feel lucky? Do you want to throw your body into Bell, see what happens, and see whether or not you can get a call? I don't think you can, because let's be honest. She sets her feet, and she really doesn't even have to jump to get rebounds. And that's where we're getting in trouble. We're going over the back, and we're trying to, like, swipe down at her. And she's frankly has hit every single one of her free throws. Tangenique, speaking of, great free throw shooter, hits the first. Has an opportunity to, again, get Ezell-Harding up by 3. She's money. She is money. I think she's been money since she's been a freshman. It's ridiculous. She's incredible.
Well, to have 1,000 points, you must be doing something right.
That's right.
And a foul on Marcy Sneed, I would say.
On Mary Catherine?
I don't see I thought it was on Sneed. I thought she was
okay, illegal. She was boxing out illegally, I think.
Was that Willoughby?
Yeah, Willoughby. That's her first, I think. But unfortunately, because we're in double bonus, that means that she's going to shoot 2 no matter what.
And there's 2 free points right there.
Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout called by the Panthers. Both teams have 3 remaining timeouts.
All right, well, Ezell-Harding is going to head back in with about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 1 point up. Everybody's in bonus at this point, so as soon as somebody gets fouled, you're just pretty much going to go to the line. Multiple people in foul trouble, most namely Bell for FRA has 4 fouls. However, it's frankly looking like nobody from Ezell-Harding is going to go inside. And then as I say that, Tangenique does and gets the benefit of number 32 getting a charge there.
It's only her second, though. But
Team 10. FRA and Ezell will both be in the double bonus for the remainder of the game.
both in the double bonus. Every time there's a foul, they will shoot 2. She drives, throws the elbow, puts it up, no call.
Yeah. Ezell-Harding's really going to have to calm down, knowing the fact that they are not getting the calls right now.
It goes both ways.
That's exactly
from
right.
The officials, but not Ezell's way at the moment. 6-point lead has been turned into a 1-point advantage, or a 1-point advantage for FRA, I should say.
Mary Catherine looking around trying to find Emily Feenstra. Emily's going to pass it over to Sneed, and Kiana's going to come around.
The one thing surprising me is they have not found Feenstra really outside for a setup 3 so far.
Yeah, that's right. FRA has been playing some really good defense.
I assume they're playing defense on her like that because they've seen what she can do on film.
That's right. So with about a minute and 30 seconds left, Ezell-Harding trying to find their way in, trying to find a way to
Froden off, and now here goes most likely the holding the ball trick.
Right.
Maybe not. Back to Bell, inside, up and in.
All right, so Ezell-Harding down by 3, and
they call the timeout.
Coach Charlton's going to call a timeout.
Not a happy camper.
Well, I mean, there's nothing you can really do with that. You got to set up a play that's going to allow you to get 3 points here. Either that or you go for 2 and you foul, but the problem is the fact that there's no real easy 2 with Bell being in the middle.
Yep. And if they're in the double bonus, foul 2 shots, it'd be a little bit different if they were still in the one. If they were in the just the bonus for the 1-and-1.
Right.
And the entire crowd is now
awake.
Yep.
As well as apparently the Blue Panther, who is now hop, skipping, and jumping around, and nothing's more intimidating, I think, than a live
fake
human being in a Panther suit who now has pom-poms.
Yes. So evidently he or she,
I'm not sure which, but he's talking.
Cheerleader.
It is talking to the crowd. We'll find out in just a second, I think. We'll see whether or not the Panther has form in just a minute.
Now back to the live action.
Ezell-Harding trying to set it up.
I think I would be looking for Feenstra for a 3. Sneed drives up and in.
All right, now the question is whether or not you want to foul here. FRA are going to be content to pretty much grind down the clock as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, I think you try to trap and or go for the steal before you foul. Because if you don't get them to force a turnover, you still have plenty of time to foul, get a possession, and get the ball back. But Ezell-Harding needs to do something. 20 seconds remain, and Tangenique Nolan takes her 3rd foul of the game, which will put them at the line shooting 2.
Well, about 19 seconds left. FRA and double bonus is going to shoot 2 here. They make the first. So 47-45. FRA is up by 2.
Makes the second.
So Ezell-Harding got to set up a 3-point play here.
Timeout on the floor. Full timeout charged to Frankfurt Academy.
Whatever happens, you have to be proud of the effort that was put on the floor by the Lady Eagles, that's for sure.
That's exactly right. Playing hard. They know what they're doing. They're playing due really well against a team that's only lost 2 games all year. The last game that FRA played, they beat their opponent 90-something to 20.
I'd say this has been a little better of a contest than that game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that I would have fallen asleep, but I might have fallen asleep.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
You know, I think once the freshmen get subbed in for the entire time, that's where, and Ezell-Harding has had a few of those games as well, where all of a sudden you get your experience, you get your players who don't usually play, they get in.
But you would think Ezell-Harding would be pretty good in the next few years with the underclassmen that they have.
That's exactly right. You got Haley Johnson, who's a junior, and you've got Tangenique. Thank you for calling that one. Marcy's going to go to a line. And
good call.
Unfortunately, what that does is that's going to force Ezell-Harding to call a foul as well. So Marcy's got to connect on these, frankly. So Ezell-Harding down by 2.
She needs to make it good free throw. Good shot.
That's right. Coach Charlton going to quickly call a timeout, get the defense set up. Probably telling the girls foul as soon as they touch it.
And hope that FRA misses one of the two, if not both.
That's exactly right.
If not, you still have a chance to tie the game with a 3.
That's right. Close game, intense game. Ezell-Harding, 2 girls who have fouled out. So Ezell-Harding got to watch everybody coming. This is the classic run your route and run your route wisely.
Feed it to 10, and Marcy Sneed with the foul. I think an extra second ran off the clock, but we have no control over that.
That's right.
9 seconds remain.
Again, double bonus, so that means that there's going to be 2 free throws here. FRA is going to go back and prevent defense here.
First one is good.
All right, so at this point, if she misses the next one, it's going to be a 3-point game. She makes it, so a 3-point game here. Turn around.
Sneed. Timeout by, I think they let a little too much time run off the clock there. Maybe another second or 2. They should have called a timeout a little bit earlier, but
I think Coach Charlton was trying to get the ball down on our side so that we could inbound the ball and run a play that they've set up.
And the FRA student section showing us that they can stomp and clap at the same time.
I don't sense sarcasm in that, did I? There's no sarcasm there?
No, not at
excellent.
all.
I've always thought that clapping cheers are fascinating because I don't necessarily know what it says, you know? Like, Ezell-Harding obviously has them too. They're interesting. Anytime we clap to show our cheers. All right, well.
And then they cut music on at the very end of the timeout. Sneed, wide open.
Double screen. Misses.
Rebound. That's it. Hard fought game by Ezell-Harding, but they come up 3 points short, 50 to 47.
Okay. 50 to 47, not a bad score.
Feel bad for the Lady Eagles.
That's right.
But
that's right. So we're going to be signing off here at FRA. The Lady Eagles fall to the FRA Lady Panthers, 50 to 47. We will see you in just a little bit for the next game here at FRA.